You may have experienced falling in love once or twice, but what could it mean if it's with someone you met in your dreams? Well, the meaning varies from person to person. And the thing is, it's not all about love. In this video, I'm giving you 12 possible reasons why you may be dreaming about falling in love with a stranger, and what you should do about it. 1. You have unfulfilled romantic desires. Dreaming of falling in love with a stranger might be your mind's way of telling you to pay attention to your desires. You see, we all have a lot of pent-up emotions inside of us that remain unexplored. It could be that you are just discovering your sexuality, or that you're starting to develop feelings for someone new. You might not have anyone to communicate or share with, and these strong feelings or your newfound identity is exciting you too much that it carries over in your dreams. Take a hard look at yourself and try to find out what deep-seated desires you have. 2. You've been waiting for someone to save you. This usually happens if you're having doubts with your relationship. Dreams are sometimes another mode of escape when your conscious world is too much to handle. Dreaming of being in love with a stranger provides you relief in an otherwise loveless reality. Take heed though, because you might be sucked in too much into the dream and get fixated on this stranger to the point that you reject the waking and tangible right in front of you. As much as possible, try to fix what's in front of you first before exploring something new, even if your subconscious says so. 3. It's telling you to shake things up. A dream like this could mean that you're stuck and that you need to meet new people to help you awaken something inside you. Or it could not be limited to persons, since the stranger could symbolize something else. Think again of this stranger in your dream. What does the person represent? Were they doing some hobbies like rock climbing or sport fishing? Your dream could simply mean that you must try doing those things. Doing so could either lead you to your soulmate, or it could lead you to a hobby that could respark your life. When you have these dreams, you must be ready for change. 4. You're ready for love. Having a dream about falling in love with a stranger is a clear indication that you're definitely ready for love. You might have experienced love before or been eager to try it out, so much that you constantly think about what it should be and how you should go about it. You used to think about the rules too much, the do's and don'ts, the what-ifs. You used to fixate about finding the one and nothing less. This has made you rigid and closed off. But now, things have slowly changed and your heart is prepared to ride the waves or love. 5. What would a gifted advisor say? The reasons listed above and below in this article will give you a good idea of why you dreamt about falling in love with a stranger. However, if you want a more specific reading, it can be very worthwhile to speak to a gifted person and get guidance from them. They can answer all sorts of relationship questions and take away your doubts and worries. I recently consulted with someone from Psychic Source when I was feeling stuck in my relationship. He gave me valuable advice and guidance that I'm sure I wouldn't get even from friends. It's always a good idea to get advice from experts. I was blown away by how kind, compassionate, and knowledgeable they were. In a love reading, a gifted advisor can tell you whether the stranger in your dream is your soulmate, and most importantly, empower you to make the right decisions when it comes to love. 6. It's a warning about an existing relationship. Your dream could be triggering a red flag about your current relationship. And unlike 2, you're not aware that you're stuck in a relationship you don't like. You actually believe things are perfectly okay. But your dreams know the real you, and most of the time, it's there to guide you. Dreaming about falling in love with a stranger is your subconscious telling you that there is something not quite right about your relationship. It might not be too obvious on the surface, so it manifests in your dreams. Perhaps your real-life lover is not exciting you as much, or you are no longer satisfied with them emotionally. So your subconscious is looking for options. Use this time to reflect and see if you can still fix things before it's too late. 7. That stranger is your muse. Love and dreams dominate the creative world in terms of inspiration. So this is your chance to find a spring of material. Make some creative output and channel it into your art, your writing, or music. You can build up on magical worlds, so just keep dreaming and remember these strong feelings well so that you can use them to visualize your ideas. 8. You need to know more about yourself. Most of our dreams are reflections of ourselves. Therefore, it would do you good to focus on yourself. Maybe the stranger in your dream represents your ideal version of yourself, and so you should try to be like them. How vivid are the details about this stranger in your dreams? Knowing their characteristics tells you a lot about what kind of person you consider ideal. Maybe you need to take some time off to search for yourself or reconnect with your true nature, know what things you really want out of life, and try to pursue them in your waking life. 9. Are they your soulmate? The search for one's soulmate is a lifelong quest for some. You could be consumed by the hunt for that person who is the perfect version of your lover, hence the dreams. But among the sea of strangers out there, will you ever find them? It would help if you knew what they looked like. How? I've just stumbled upon a way to do this, a professional psychic artist who can draw a sketch of what your soulmate looks like. Even though I was a bit skeptical at first, my friend convinced me to try it out a few weeks ago. Now I know exactly what he looks like. The crazy thing is that I recognized him right away. If you're ready to find out what your soulmate looks like, get your own sketch drawn here. 10. It's a sign to be more proactive in your relationships. If you're dreaming about falling in love with a stranger, it might be your subconscious telling you that you need to take initiative in your relationships, and I mean relationships in general. This could perhaps mean that you need to be more approachable when talking with people. Or when you have relationships with others that are bothering you, you might need to be more risque, be confrontational about your feelings if you have a crush, or express yourself more if there are things you think you cannot say. Think of the relationships you have and ask yourself how you can help improve them. How can you participate more in your relationships? 11. You need to readjust your goals. When you dream of being in a relationship with more than one stranger, it means you are ambitious and you want more than what you currently have. It might not even be connected to romantic goals, but just a sign that you need to achieve more or acquire certain things, and the lover is just the representation of the object or goal you really want. Think of the life you used to dream of when you're still a kid. Think of the version of yourself that you used to imagine. Maybe it's time to start working on them. 12. You need to prepare yourself. Do you have a feeling that the stranger in your dream is unattainable? Do they remain a stranger with vague features, and you cannot even recall their face the moment you wake up? This might be because you are not ready for love, so the image does not flesh out clearly for you. You might need to wait it out a little longer and make some changes in your life so the person in your dream will slowly turn into reality. Think of the things you should improve about yourself so you can love in the waking world. Is it your insecurity? Your trust issues? Figuring out how you can be ready for real love could lead you to the person of your dreams. It's telling you that love is within reach, but only once you've figured out yourself first.